Good morning, travelers. Tara here, Hidden Lotus Tarot, and I'm finally here with the fire sign elemental reading. So this is going to be a general reading for the signs of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. The individual readings for each sign are over on the website. There's membership options. You can go over and take a look. I have 3 options for you. It's not just tarot card readings there. There's astrology. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I'm bringing to you guys. For those of you who have already joined the membership option, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Just kind of bear with me as I get things up and running. So, this reading is general, so it will not speak to everyone. There are 3 signs combined. There are lots of fire signs out there. In order for you to gain any insight into your specific situation does require a personal reading. So what I ask is, if you'd like to book a reading with me, before you make any payment or submit a form, a booking form, I ask that you go over to the website, to the tab that says reading by phones, for those of you who want phone readings. There's another tab that says important information on booking. I ask that you please read that. That's going to explain to you how I conduct my readings and what information that I need from you. Also, I have a lot of people asking me about using different payment options. I'm telling you, the banking system is going to change. So things like Stripe, they deal, the money has to go into your bank account. I am not willing at this point to do that. I'm going to stick with PayPal. I know them quite well. You do not need a PayPal account to purchase a product with PayPal. If you click on the pay here now or whatever I got on the button, it'll take you over to the express checkout. Once you go in, you have 2 options. It says pay with PayPal account or pay with card. So if you don't have a PayPal account, then you simply make a payment with your card. Okay, you don't have to create a PayPal account if you don't want one. You simply click the one pay with card, and it will accept any major card. Okay, Discover, Visa, MasterCard, American Express. There's several that they take. So that being said, you can also get your free birth chart, and we're going to be doing some astrology work over on the website. You can also take your free birth chart, and as I do readings, you can kind of see where things may fall in your particular houses and what areas, and that's going to tell you probably what, can tell you what may be changing and in what area, department of your life the change may be coming. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and lay this. This is going to be a mini cross. For the new subscribers, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. For you diehards that are still sticking around, thank you for sticking with me through these past couple of years. God, I've been learning so much through astrology. I got so much to share with you guys. It's ridiculous. So I think that's the best way to utilize the tarot is with the astrology. It just goes hand in hand. Now, we do have eclipses coming up. All 2015, those eclipses were running across the Virgo Pisces axis. This year, they will be running across the Leo Aquarius axis. Now, eclipses are karmic in the sense that patterns will repeat. It's an opportunity for you to change those things that you may need to change. Some things will be coming back around for review. Maybe when it first came up some years ago, you didn't understand the importance of it, so now you're going to get another chance. And eclipses can harken all the way back to a number of years. Now, I was looking up some stuff last night. I have had 2 eclipses on my birthday. I had one in 1997, and I had one in 2015. And the one that just occurred in 2015 goes back to 1997. So that puts me halfway through a cycle, 29-year cycle. That's how they run, like a 29-year cycle. So I'm at 14 and a half years. So I'm halfway through this particular cycle. Okay. So that's some of the stuff that you can learn over on the website if you come over and join the membership. I'm not an astrologer. I'm learning. So you guys can come over and learn with me. Okay. So we're going to do this mini cross. I do have the Sibilas here with me, as well as the angel answer cards. And the angel answer cards, I usually pull one at the end of the reading. That way, if there was a question that was not answered for you, the angel answer may either answer it, may give you some indication in terms of what direction you should be going in, whether you should do something or not do something, or maybe it'll just give you a bit of solace and comfort if that's what you need. So here we go. This is a general reading for the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, for February 2017. Queen of Swords. Page of Knight of Cups. At the root of the problem, the devil. That damn Saturn. I'm sure for you Sagittarians, y'all are like, when? Well, December 24th, Saturn, the 20th, December 20th, Saturn leaves Sagittarius. Right in time to party. And I have been through a Saturn return, baby, so I know what it's like. In the past, we're looking at this Ace of Cups. And at the top, we have the Hierophant. Well, isn't this something? And underneath the deck, we have the Three of Swords. Now, this is always so interesting, and I know y'all hear tarot card readers say it all the time, but no matter how long you've been reading the cards, there's always something interesting in every spread. Can you see that? They are mirroring each other. They are in the exact same position, seated with the same hands raised, okay? And they both have people standing at the base of their seats there. The devil has chains. The Hierophant has keys. We have our two acolytes. Now, these could be two acolytes too if you like the dark side, whatever works for you. So that's quite interesting. And I have this Queen of Swords sitting in the center. This is what I find to be interesting. So even though this is a fire sign reading, we have this Queen of Swords. Now, she is representative of the sign of Libra. We are right now in our Jupiter in Libra cycle. Jupiter is the god, he's known as the planet as the great benefic. In other words, he brings about luck, opportunities, growth, expansion. His negative side can be overindulgence, excesses in these types, drinking too much, spending too much money, too many sexual partners. I know some of you like, there ain't no such thing as too much sex. Well, you want to be careful sometimes. So this is what I find interesting about this spread, fire signs, is right off the bat what the cards are telling me is that this is a choice between the right thing to do or the thing that feels really good. Okay? That's quite interesting. But that one, fire signs, I should have figured. So, Jupiter in Libra, I'm going to go back to that. Libra represents partnerships. So these are business partnerships, romantic partnerships, and those one-to-one partnerships or friendships that you have, partnerships. Libra wants fairness, equality, balance, and harmony. Venus is ruled by Libra. Libra is ruled by Venus. He represents Venus. Venus is about the wealth, the income, the beauty, the women. It is about money, banking, property. It is also about your values, self-worth, and self-esteem. Now, the Queen of Swords herself is a communicator. So she is about communications. She's about realizations. She's about self-awareness. She is about truth. In effect, she's holding the Ace of Swords, the sword of truth. Now, the way the energy is being read, we're going to kind of go clockwise this way. So right in the center of this Queen of Swords is our focus card. Now I can see at present we have this Knight of Cups. Now, for some of you, what I'm picking up for some of you fire signs is that somebody new came into your life. This person may be younger. Perhaps you met this person online or through some chat room or dating service. This person might be of a water sign. But it is a tentative type of relationship. And the reason why I say that is because the Knight of Cups is somebody who will step forward, but they may not. This is somebody who could be in love with love. They're not really fully committed. Okay. I always tell people when they come and read for me, be they male or female, when someone is in their night energy, you just don't want to fool with them. If you're coming from the queen position, you want someone who is quote unquote on equal terms as you. This is someone who's not on equal terms. Not only that, it's a different energy. We've got the swords against the cups, okay? I do feel for some of you, you have, in effect, sort of allowed your logic to come in and take over your emotions, in the sense that you may be looking at this person going, you know what, this person's too young for me. You have to do what's right for you. But the reason why I say this is a tentative offer is because you see how that horse is paused before he's stepping over that stream, and there's not a lot of water there. So this is like a trickle of emotion, okay? But there he is. He has presented himself. Now, for some of you, again, he's got the wings on both his feet and on his helmet. And to me, that is indicative of Mercury, Hermes, the messenger of the gods, okay? So I do feel that there may have been a lot of communications with this person, or that either you met this person and this person, you guys are in some type maybe there was some type of media event, or really I'm kind of picking up like online dating, the messages, because swords rules the internet, Facebook, Twitter, publishing, editing, writing images, anything that communication in its media across all forms. Okay, maybe this person got a voice like silk. What do I know? Okay, but yet we see this devil card here. Now, the devil represents Capricorn, and Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn is the card of fear, anxiety, and worry. He represents self-sabotage, self-defeat, being stuck, being rigid, moving quite slowly. He presents obstacles, challenges, limitations, and restrictions. And I'm picking up that for some of you, you are already in a quote-unquote committed relationship. The Hierophant rules institutions. So we're going to be speaking about hospitals, universities, any place there's a hierarchical structure, okay? But at the same time, he speaks to marriages and commitments. He is about doing the right thing and following those social norms so that we can quote unquote fit in. Having this queen sandwiched in between the Hierophant and the devil, for some of you, I feel that the relationship that you may already be in is one that you're ready to leave, but you're not quite sure perhaps that you can leave or will leave. You feel as though perhaps this person has a hold over you. And as I say, if they ain't got you chained up in the basement, you can get away. And what I think has precipitated this wanting to leave this relationship is this new energy that has come in. Okay. Okay. Now, cups simply represent emotions. So for some of you, if this is not a romantic partnership that we're speaking about, then this could perhaps be maybe some type of work-related issue, okay? She can be a counselor, she can be a surgeon, a dentist, a doctor, a writer, a publisher, an editor. Even though you're a fire sign, that may be what you do. She has this new opportunity coming in, and that's really what aces are all about, okay? Aces are simply opportunities. You have to be in the right place at the right time to seize upon an opportunity. Sometimes this doesn't always happen. And then again, sometimes opportunities present themselves that you have to let pass by. And that's what I'm picking up, that this is a transitory energy. This may be somebody new has come in and you had to let that opportunity go. If this is about maybe you were offered a new position, something that made you feel quite good, you were going to take that cup. If this is you and it's not about a romantic relationship but a business partnership, maybe this was a job offer that came through, okay? But you had to turn that job offer down because we have that opportunity coming through. It passes through this individual, okay, and takes its cup. It keeps moving, all right? And I can see that there's some disappointment in this. All right, this is a loss or necessary sacrifice. Sometimes I see this card show up when people have to make painful decisions that really cut them to their core. If this is about a romantic relationship, this is about perhaps someone coming in and you just weren't able to, or maybe that person left. Maybe your situation was not conducive to being in relationship with them. Maybe they couldn't accept what the terms and the conditions are, okay? And so they left the scene. And here we have this sadness here. Now, I'm going to pull Sabila's on this because this is the factor that's coming in. That is about doing the right thing. So I do sense that at some point in time, whether or not this is going to be a business partnership or an opportunity or a romantic opportunity, that eventually there's going to be some movement out of this. This is implying that we're going to have to leave some things behind. You see, this is Saturn in Libra. And Saturn in Libra restricts relationships. And what happens when Jupiter comes into Libra is that a lot of times there will be multiple relationship opportunities coming in. Some of these are going to be good and some of them not so good. So it's really going to come down the choice between doing the right thing and doing what I want to do, even though that may not be the best thing for me. Okay. In either case, the cards kind of read like there's going to be a bit of sadness and loss in either case. Because for some of you, doing the right thing may mean staying exactly where you are when you really don't want to. Okay? Why? Because maybe the timing is not right. But at the same time, for those of you who just choose to go ahead and indulge yourself, that's not going to turn out too good for you either, perhaps. So I think coming up on these eclipses, if you have decisions to make, I ask that you try to avoid making any decisions, if at all possible, 3 days before and 3 days after. Our first eclipse, January 11th or 12th, is a full moon penumbral eclipse. Okay, so whenever we have eclipses, the moon's going to oppose the sun. That means you ain't going to know really what's going on, but because it's an eclipse, eclipses hide things. So there's going to be, if there's a decision to be made or somebody new coming into the picture or somebody that's already in the picture and you're trying to make a decision about them, there's going to be something hidden. Eclipses hide things. So there's going to be something that you don't know about the person or the situation. So if you can, try to, I mean, you can't stop living because there's eclipses and Mercury goes retrograde and yada, yada, yada. You can't. That's not realistic. So if you can, however, try to delay any decisions and reserve your judgment for whatever this thing is that you may have to decide. And in a sense, this is the decision. This queen is trying to decide between what's right and what's not right and get to the truth. And the truth really is, and it's subjective, and it's somewhere in between this and this. That's a very difficult pickle to be in. Very, very difficult. Now, over on the side, I have, and it's for the paid membership option, I have the Eclipse Survival Guide. So you can go over and read. There's, it's like a little cheat sheet. All the things that could happen around an eclipse, what eclipses normally do, and what sometimes are the best ways to handle eclipses. I had an eclipse on my birthday last year. I didn't know literally if I was going to wake up a white girl or 20 years younger. I wasn't sure what was going to happen. But I can tell you that if an eclipse falls on your birthday, please be cautious with your health. Okay. If you get a little niggling feeling or something's bothering you, please try to get to the doctor and have that checked as soon as possible. It may not be anything, but you know, the old adage, better safe than sorry. The year following an eclipse on your birthday, and even if it falls within 1 or 2 days of your birthday, you can be affected. Okay, it may trigger something within your life, some change of a situation. And eclipses are game changers. That's what they're done. It's time now for you to move on to the next level spiritually. You're getting set to learn some new spiritual lessons so that you can continue your evolutionary growth. Now, if it falls on your birthday, just know that the following year is going to be very, very different. And I'm speaking to you from experience. I've read a lot about this, but I'm speaking from experience, what I've experienced thus far. I've had a lot of people leave my life, a lot, and that's what eclipses do. They will eclipse people out of your life that are no longer serving a purpose for you. So I've had a lot of people leave my life. I've lost some friendships, some that were very dear to me. And it kind of is like you're all alone in the world. But it's not that kind of anxious, fearful kind of an energy. It's just kind of like I'm out here all by myself, you know, but I'm doing whatever it is I'm supposed to do. I know that I have a cycle coming up. At the end of December, when Sagittarius leaves Saturn, I have Jupiter at 29 degrees in Gemini. And so this is going to be the end when that 29 degree comes up of Saturn and Sagittarius. That's going to trigger that point in my chart. So it's going to be the end of this cycle for me. So I'm trying to lay foundations now. Okay, and this is what Saturn does. He is the Lord of Karma, the Father of Time, and he wants you to build some lasting structure. This may not be about financial structure for you. This could be about emotional structure. It could be about physical structure. It could, whatever needs to be shored up. That's what Saturn has come to do. He wants you to build something that is going to stand the test of time. So, all of this I'm going to be putting up. I got a video I've got to make today for the astrology video. We're not going to go as in depth as some of the stuff that I was telling you, but if you have your birth chart, I am going to show you how you can pick up transits. I do have a widget on the site where you can come over every day and look at the current planetary transits and see what might be triggered. Okay. There's an astrology primer there as well that kind of tells you a little bit about what the houses mean, what the planets mean, and then the video is going to put it all together so that I can kind of show you how you put those things together. So, and this could also be Pisces leaving. The moon's about to change node. I don't have any moons here, but the cards speak funny sometimes, and they don't always present cards that mean exactly what they're trying to say. That's the role of a tarot card reader, is to try to intuit what the cards are saying in the most accurate manner possible. But because everybody's intuition is different who reads cards, my message may not be the same as another reader's. Okay? So therefore, if my messages don't resonate with you, then that may be telling you that I'm not the reader for you. You need to find somebody whose messages resonate with you. And, I'm telling you, I do feel in some sense, for some of you, this has leaped out at me no matter how many times I read cards and how many times I've seen this deck and how long I've been working with this deck. Sometimes things literally leap out of the cards at me, and I want to show you something. What do keys do? Keys unlock things. Yes, they unlock things. Well, here we have some people chained. Maybe that's the key to unlock that chain. Now, at the base of this queen is a butterfly. And butterflies represent, in some cultures, in the old Roman cultures, the butterfly represented death. Some of the Roman people believed that at the time of death, a butterfly would come and hover over the mouth of the person who was dying. That's to help their soul to move to the next level. But we also know that butterflies, before they become butterflies, they go into a cocoon or a chrysalis state before there's a transformation. So I think that for some of you, no matter, I think there's going to be some type of disappointment in some way, shape, or form, I think, no matter how this goes. And I hate to say that. I don't like to give people what I consider to be dire news. But at the same time, what I'm looking at with the keys and the butterfly and the locked chain at the base, it's like the cards are saying this is about to be a turning point for you. It is going to be something new trying to come. And of course, we know that when we choose one path, when we decide to go in a new direction, we have to leave old things behind. This is how I felt when I lost all of those friendships. I even reached out to people on Christmas and they didn't even bother to email me back. Okay? So that's kind of how I felt. But I also can't dwell on that. Why? Because the universe is moving me to a new level. All right? That's not the 9 of swords or the 10 of swords. Then I'd be worried. That's the 3. So now let's take a look at what this Knight of Cups is trying to tell us. I almost don't have to put any Sabilas on this because the cards are quite clear in the message that they're giving to me. So this is, in a sense, the balance. This is hovering between doing the right thing and doing those things that I just feel like doing, even though I know they're not. The truth. What is the truth between these two? And no matter which one you choose, it's like the lesser of the two evils. Which one do I choose? Neither of those options that I have make me happy. But which one do I choose? And this could literally be between two people. The person that you're with now, or where you are, let's say where you're working now, affords you some level of acceptance, maybe societal acceptance, maybe financial acceptance. It puts you on, quote unquote, a higher socioeconomic status in one respect. But there's somebody else who really, really lights your fire. Okay, who may be totally, completely different. And I would say yes, because swords and cups, those are really two different energies. But yet, these are both earth signs, Venus and Saturn. And this could even be being with someone where you have a Venus-Saturn aspect, okay? You always want Saturn to come in to committed relationships because that gives it stability and longevity. But if there is some bad aspects like oppositions and squares, this could be the unrequited love syndrome. One person feeling more in love than the other person. Love served cold. Being with somebody who won't even bother to hold your hand and can't give you a nice word. So, and that works for both males and females. So this reading is going to apply for both same-sex and heterosexual. I mean, the bottom line is no matter what, we all can relate to experiences on a human level. Loving somebody and not being loved back. And meeting somebody who you really love, but for whatever reason, you can't be with that person. All right. So let's look at what this Knight of Cups is telling us. Look at there. This is somebody new. This is the il nemico. Okay, this is the enemy or the rival. Okay. Here we have love. And here is the sospiri. This is the sighing, the longing, the waiting, the desiring. He represents Cupid, and Cupid brings about sudden attractions, okay? Sometimes these are short-term attractions. It's never quite deep, okay? Why? Because his arrows only wound. They don't kill, all right? And this is about somebody new coming in and that person leaving. You see, there we are. We're sighing and we're waiting for that person, okay? Let's look at the devil. And now that this has come out on the top, what the Queen tells me is that some of you may just feel completely emotionally separated. You've kind of gone into that space and you're just, it's like you don't feel anything. Kind of like a numbness. You know, and I'm going to tell you something. You know, emotions are meant to be felt. They're messy. They're sometimes very overwhelming and can be very, very scary, but they're meant to be felt. So if you're angry, feel your anger in your bones so that you can release it. If you're sad and brokenhearted, feel that so you can release it. If some of you are kind of happy, feel that and run with it. So, Now this is a double meaning, because in a sense it's kind of reading like there's some double dealing going on behind the scenes, and maybe this is what the keys are saying. That's going to be the key to unlock whatever this is, because I do feel that there's something unknown about this situation. Let me show you what I mean. There's the Giovani Fanciulla. Now this is attraction to a young girl. Here is the Domestico. Now he's a helper, okay? But he's kind of a shadowy figure. He can be known as the collaborator. He does shit behind the scenes, okay? He's not all out in the open like La Donna de Servicio. She's real positive. She's upbeat. She's outgoing. She's above board. This character is not. And then I have the reunion card. Now, this card is also about a meeting. It could also be about a job interview. If that's the case, this could be, if this is not, because not everybody's in a romantic relationship and not everybody, but I'm telling you, I can't, this is really what this is. You know, if it's not, then we will look at the Giovani Fanciulla as something new, okay? And maybe perhaps there are mixed messages about whatever this new thing is concerning perhaps a job interview. And maybe if that's the case, this might be somebody coming in and taking that job opportunity or that opportunity away from you. But it's cups. So I do feel that this is really speaking about a romantic situation. Okay? I can try to twist it anyway. I try to cover all the bases for people because some people don't come just to hear love readings. So, wow, well, that's interesting. So, let's pull an angel answer card. Please go ahead and formulate a question in your mind that this spread did not answer. And maybe the angel answer card will give you that answer. Some advice, some comfort, some solace. Here we go. One card. We're going to pull this one because it wants to present itself. It just says, if you believe. If you believe. I don't know what that means. But there you have it. All right. That's what I have for you, fire signs. I do hope those messages help. If you'd like to see the individuals, you can go over to the website and you can join the membership. So until next time, namaste. Oh, stay tuned for an open reading, okay? We'll be bringing you the first open reading of February. So until next time, namaste.